Okay, I'm Alastair Horne. I'm Innovations Manager at Cambridge University Press. And the first key thing is that you can actually learn from academic publishing, because we've been through all this before. We had our own sort of digital revolution in the middle of the last decade, and so we've really worked through all this and learned what's required for digital content. The second key thing is that if you're adding rich media or whizzy things to your content, you need to make sure it's what the customer needs and actually wants. That's much easier to do for education, where rich media has an obvious advantage in helping learners to learn, and sometimes more difficult perhaps in the trade mainstream. Okay, I mean, what we've done for digital in terms of adapting to it is that we've started out by creating digital departments, and ultimately the view is, I think, to reintegrate them into the mainstream of the press, because having digital departments is very much a sort of an immature stage of development when you realise that digital is important and you need people who are capable of doing it, and as you get more capable of it, you reintegrate it within the mainstream of the publishing operation. I think we're at that later stage now, reintegrating. And one of the key innovations for next year that we'll be paying a lot of attention to, I think, is the tablet device. As more of these come onto the market, and I would imagine they're not all going to be at the price of the iPad, then there's a real opportunity to create rich media content that individual pupils can use, and self-taught learners, for instance in English language teaching, can make use of. It's not something to jump straight into because we don't know how the market's going to take off, but it's something we're certainly going to be keeping an eye on.